Good morning and welcome to another video. Now I'm on the banks of the River Tees at the delightful North Yorkshire village of Yarm with its amazing and fantastic Yarm Viaduct. Oh, and there's diversions on, so there's going to be plenty of East Coast Azumas across the viaduct. So a day of photographing around Yarm and its viaduct. The purpose of this trip is to fulfil a bucket shot ambition of mine, which is a photograph of Yarm Viaduct from this very bridge at sunset with a northbound or a southbound train with a view of the town down below. With a few hours to sunset, let's see what I can photograph around the town. Just off the main street there's these delightful little alleyways with glimpses of the viaduct, and there's a southbound Azuma in a moment or two, so I'm just going to try and see if I can get a glimpse of the Azuma going over the viaduct down this alleyway here. Now this is just a wander around Yarm. Now I'm at the churchyard and some old gravestones here which look at the viaduct, so I'm going to see if there's a shot either with or through a gravestone of some sort. And there's a couple of Azumas on its way as well. I think I'll try something using these gravestones here with the viaduct in the background, or maybe go artistic and try and shoot through the top of the gravestone. Now the sun is so harsh today really, so I'd come and stood on this bridge to try and get the conventional view of the viaduct with a sort of a reflection in the Tees, but I've decided to shoot straight into the sun. There's a Transpennine that's coming northbound. The Azuma that I'd come on this bridge to get is 45 minutes late, so that'll have to wait. But there's a northbound Transpennine and I'm thinking of shooting straight into the sun and doing something a little bit more abstract. So we'll see how that works out. Right, I've spotted something, what I'm going to do for this Azuma. These yellow lines down the road here, I'm going to use these as sort of a leading line off to the Azuma on the viaduct. And it doesn't look that bad actually. So see how that goes. Now I'm just hoping a car doesn't go past when the train comes because you can't see the viaduct. Now this is a nice spot now that the sun's going down, with some nice reflections in the River Tees there. There's a Transpennine and an Azuma, so I'll see if I can get one of those reflecting in the river somehow. Now I've just come over to the north side of the River Tees, the old County Durham side, and hoping to get a shot of a northbound Azuma going over the viaduct with the road bridge in the foreground, and we'll see what that looks like with any reflections on the river. I don't normally remove items from my photographs, but I was in a Phoenix Railway Photographic Circle critique session the other night, and one of my shots was criticised because I should have really cloned out some out of focus grass in the foreground on one of my photographs. So I've taken on board that and I've decided to remove the annoying lorry that sat on the bridge as the train went past. Now, so far things are aligning. There's a decent sunset, There's a train due a few minutes before and a few minutes after sunset, so let's see what I can make of it. The image that I've got in my mind's eye is the sun setting out towards the southwest, picking out the lights of Yarm town down below the viaduct. With the sunset at 16:22, this nicely coincides with a couple of diverted Azumas, one at 16:21, a minute before sunset, and another at 16:27, 5 minutes after sunset. It does make it rather precarious though. There's no footpath, there's nowhere really for my tripod, so I think it's going to have to be a little tripod up on the top of this bridge parapet here. So that was a southbound Azuma, which I got at 1/500th of a second, which are really high ISO, something like ISO 2000. And then I took another few photographs that dropped the shutter speed right down, probably 1/30th of a second, I think it was, and to get the ISO right down, to get a better quality base image. There's too many cars on this bridge. Hold on. Now the Azuma was 6 minutes late, so it's just a little bit darker than I was hoping for. And the northbound one is 10 minutes late, and it's just at North Allerton now, so the light's really going to be fading. And then what I'll do is the usual trick, which is to wait until the night falls, and I want to try and capture the lights over Yarm and blend those into the shot too, and hopefully get some colour into the sky. And I may take another sky shot and blend that in too. But we'll see what the evening in the next 30-45 minutes holds out, see what the lights look like, and see what I can do with it. I thought the northbound Azuma was a little too head-on, so I chose the southbound Azuma as the image to work with, and I hung on until the night fell and the lights came up over Yarm to take a long exposure for blending in the lights later on. So we've got the southbound shot there with no lights over Yarm, and then with a bit of Photoshop magic can blend in the lights, and that's with them off and the lights back on again, which I think always brings the image to life and gives some warmth in the image. Right, I'm absolutely frozen now. So from a freezing cold Yarm, I shall see you on the next video. Okay, bye.